Hi, my name is Andrew Kinnear, and I'm the founder of Freebruary. Thanks for joining us for this limited interview series with entrepreneurs from across Canada. I hope you enjoy.
Oh, hello, Andrew, and thank you for having me here today. My name's Rebecca Taylor, and I'm the founder and owner of Ready to Go Foods.
It's a pleasure to meet you in person, and thanks for joining us in the video. Why don't you tell me where you are right now?
So my company was incorporated in September 2017, and we manufacture ready-to-use Caribbean products. We're cooking sauces, mixed seasonings under the brand name of Miss P, and I'm the real-life Miss P. In 2018, our first production batch was done, and we did 2 products to start. We had a Caribbean curry paste and an all-purpose mixed seasoning. These are our first 2 products that we launched with. During the time in 2018, I was just test marketing. So I was selling to small mom and pop stores and to family and friends. But I quickly realized by the time 2019 came along that I wanted more brand awareness. I wanted Miss P products to be in the biggest supermarkets. So what I did, I registered for 3 national trade shows at the Care Center, which was the RC Trade Show, Restaurants and Caterers, the Grocers Trade Show, and the National Women's Trade Show. And I would have to say my perseverance paid off in my investment as well, because they were a bit quite costly for beginning, starting off. I secured listing my products with 2 of the top supermarkets in Canada, which is Sobeys and Metro. And every weekend, I personally myself, Miss P, was doing in-store tasting demos in the stores, in the supermarkets. Now, that helped me personally with my brand awareness. I was able to listen to what my customers were saying. I was getting their feedback on my products. And while listening to my customers and saying what they were looking for, what they needed, that helped me. And it was very instrumental in me launching my 2 other new products, because it was my goal to bring 2 new products to the market every year. So at the end of 2019, at the National Women's Show at Care Center again, I launched the 2 newest one, which is the jerk seasoning and this toothpaste. So these were launched in November of 2019. And that was just after we had just completed our first full year in business sales-wise. Now, we know what happened in 2020. COVID hit us. And I am not a quitter. I've never been a quitter. I've been an entrepreneur for almost 30 years. Yeah, that's right. And I don't give up easily. So I decided I will take advantage of the downtime during COVID. And I would shift my focus more on building a more solid foundation for my business, so that once COVID was over, that we can pivot. So from April 2020 to December, I've done a lot of different things. For instance, I listed my products on Amazon, and that would be both Amazon Canada and USA, which I applied. I got my FDA approval, so I could export to the US. I created my own e-commerce platform with Shopify. I got my products certified vegan, secured a contract with Gordon Foods. I created a YouTube cooking channel. I got my trademark approved, and I started a online meal delivery program, which is using my own products to make the meals so that people can actually taste what the food look like, and then they could either cook it, buy products, cook it themselves, or order it from us. Currently, where we are is on that we left off where we're working right now with acquiring a regulatory and compliance approval to export to the UK. So that's kind of a bit in the summary of where we are right now and ready to pivot.
Great answer.
And one thing I may add that I'm very proud of, and I have to give recognition for this, is that during 2020, because of all the perseverance and the pivoting and the resilience, I was awarded Bank of Montreal Women Entrepreneur Grant. So that was a good one.
Wow. Normally when I ask people where they are, they say, oh, I'm in my bedroom, I work from home, or we're in Toronto. So it's good. That was a good summary, good overview.
Well, we are in Toronto too, yes.
You're in Toronto, great. Hey, let me throw you a bit of a curveball here. Yes. What did you make for supper last night?
What did I make for supper last night? So I had leftover soup. I call it my soul soup. I'm a health freak. So it's either salads or soups. I do a lot of different stuff. And of course, I'm always using Miss P products to marinate and season my products. It's effortless cooking, easy. Yeah.
Why do they call you Miss P? Why is that?
That's my middle name is Peggy. So
okay.
I've been nicknamed Miss P for a long time by many of my friends.
And the authentic Caribbean flavors, is that did that stem from a family history? Where did they come from?
Oh yeah, let me tell you that story. So I have always loved cooking growing up, but as a young kid I was born in Guyana. So as a young kid, my mom dragged me in, which is very traditional. You drag the young girls into the kitchen at a very young age to teach them to cook. And she had a way of saying, and my mom's an amazing cook. Yes, give her credit for that. She's the one that's got me where I am here today. And she always used to say, if you didn't learn to cook, you're not going to get married, because the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So threaten, And funny enough is that when my daughter got married, when she was growing up, I didn't want to torture her that way. So I never brought her into the kitchen to teach her to cook. But when she got married, she would always call me on the phone and like, Mom, how do I cook this? So she always wanted to know how to cook traditional Caribbean food, which she grew up eating those stuff. And then one day she just launched out at me and she's like, Mom, I really think you should do is create something for people like me who love Caribbean food, but just don't know how to cook it, because Caribbean food is very labor intensive. And I was like, good idea. And the rest is history. And that was how the Miss P brand, ready to use Caribbean cooking sauces, was created.
Beautiful. And you told me a little bit about the stores you're in your summary there. Some of the big grocers you're exporting. What's the best way for the average person to find your product? Is there, you mentioned your Shopify site. What's your website? And we'll send people there.
So our website is readytogofoods.com, and you can check our website to find the stores we're in. But just to mention a few, it's both Amazon.com, Amazon.ca, Shopify, Sobeys, and Metro.
Awesome. And this is more of a business question, but when you were starting the business, what's something that you wish somebody had told you before you started that you could maybe pass along to other entrepreneurs?
So, and this would actually go back to the pandemic. I think more so now, I would relate to this, is that I would say that the world is constantly changing. Mm-hmm. And if you can need to adapt yourself personally, and adapt your business at the same time, there's only one way to win and to be successful. And that would be to hang on for as long as it takes.
Never give up. I love it.
Never give up. Yes.
And if somebody were new to Caribbean flavors and they were going to try Miss P for the first time, do you have a go-to that you recommend that's maybe like an entry point into your various products?
I would say the curry paste it's a good flavor. Miss P products, it's a lot of people have the misconception that Caribbean foods are spicy. Mm-hmm. But I have to tell you, my products are not spicy. They are flavorful, and they're also family friendly. So even our jerk season, which is supposed to be one of the most spiciest, we have nicknamed it our family friendly jerk seasoning. And pretty much all our products are family friendly.
Awesome. I really want to thank you for joining us today. These are pretty short videos, but they allow people to kind of get a look inside a Canadian brand and understand how they started and how they got going. So I really appreciate that you joined me.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me here, Andrew. And I hope that your audience, your people, yourself will try your products, and happy cooking.
Definitely.